Hi, this is Gail, and today I want to share a devotion from my book, Wisdom for Life. It's a devotional that has 100 devotions based on Psalms and Proverbs, and they're only a 1-minute read. And they also have a for further thought section at the end if you want to go a little further than the 1 minute. So let me share one today called The Apple of God's Eye. The phrase "apple of his eye" was used by Shakespeare in A Midsummer Night's Dream, but it's most famously known as a biblical term, a phrase found in several Old Testament passages. The Christian Standard Bible translates it less poetically but more accurately as the pupil of his eye. Now, whether we use the phrase apple of his eye or pupil of his eye, it means something we passionately cherish and protect. In Psalm 17:8, David calls out to God, "Protect me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wing." In Deuteronomy 32:9 and 10, and in Zechariah 2:8, we're told that God treats his people as the apple of his eye. We instinctively protect and cherish our eyes, perhaps more than any other part of our bodies. Our eye's pupil is sensitive to the slightest touch. It's harmed by the tiniest particles and critically important for our vision. God cherishes his children as the apple of his eye. He is sensitive to our slightest needs and constantly aware of our concerns. Nothing happens to us without his full knowledge. How fitting if we respond to his great love by cherishing his instructions as the apple of our eye, refusing to let particles of sin obstruct our vision of right and wrong. Proverbs 7:2 says, "Keep my commands and you will live. Guard my teachings as the apple of your eye." After reading these wonderful truths about God's Word, I encourage you to just consider the actual physical aspect of the pupil of the eye. Both the iris and the cornea carefully protect the pupil from harmful light and particles. What a great illustration of God's love and concern for us. Does this analogy help you better understand the way God cherishes and protects you? I really encourage you to ponder that today. God bless.